Nickelodeon and Disney Channel were always neck and neck to the point where both networks would even take shots at each other and accuse one another of stealing ideas. Cartoon Network was involved in the feud, but it was mostly Nick and Disney pitted against each other. Back then, if you were on Nickelodeon's side, you still had to admit that Disney was doing good and vice versa. But nowadays, it seems like Nickelodeon has left Disney in the dust. From the iCarly reboot to the new Thundermans show, Nick even has an upcoming Victorious spinoff that looks promising. All Disney Channel really has is the new Wizards of Waverly Place show, and people actually seem to like it, but it's weak compared to the new Thundermans show. I think where Disney messed up was not having Selena Gomez return full-time, because when Nickelodeon makes a reboot, they have the main characters return. Obviously, Selena Gomez is busy or wants to focus on her music career, but then why even make a new Wizards show at that point? Justin is a great character, but he wasn't the main reason why everybody tuned in. People also don't like the fact that Harper didn't return, so that means even less people will be watching the show. When Nickelodeon revived iCarly, they had everyone return except Sam and Gibby, but that was only because they didn't want to return. Not only did Miranda Cosgrove come back, but so did Spencer, Freddie's mom, and Freddie himself, plus a bunch of side characters that we loved from the original iCarly. Gibby and Sam were missed, but the show was still entertaining without them. It never felt childish, and even the new characters that were introduced did great. The new characters weren't shoved in our faces the way that the new Wizards show shoves Billy and even Justin's kids in our face. Nickelodeon also did something that many people deemed impossible. Everyone thought that without Dan Schneider, his shows wouldn't be any good, that Dan Schneider was the reason why people loved Victorious, Henry Danger, and all his other shows. But people loved the iCarly reboot, and Dan Schneider wasn't even involved with the show. Nick proved to us that they can make a great show from the Schneider universe without Dan being involved. This is what gives me hope for the upcoming Victorious spin-off that's going to be based around Trina. Dan will most likely not be a part of that show either, but we can still expect the spin-off to be great, since Nick already proved themselves with the iCarly reboot. The new Thundermans show is an even better example, because it leans towards a new generation but done right. Wizards Beyond Waverly Place is obviously meant for a new generation of kids. It's not meant for the original audience of Wizards who is now in their 20s. The Thundermans new show is also meant for a younger audience, but it's not childish. Max and Phoebe bring in the original older audience, but Chloe brings in the new younger audience. The plots based on Chloe aren't childish, so you never feel like you're watching a show for a 7-year-old. Even though Wizards Beyond Waverly Place feels really childish, I still understand Disney wants to bring in a new generation. Once Disney Plus took off, you can tell that Disney gave up on Disney Channel, but Nickelodeon never gave up when Paramount Plus became a thing. Nickelodeon continued pumping out quality, and Disney should have taken some notes. Disney Channel had Raven's Home, but I don't count that because it premiered back in 2017, and I'm talking about the timeline from 2020 all the way to right now. It's clear Disney Channel has been surpassed by Nickelodeon. Back in the 90s, early 2000s, 2010s, and even the late 2010s, there was still competition between both networks. But now in 2025, Nickelodeon is definitely at the top, and there's zero competition coming from Disney Channel. This doesn't mean that the Disney brand has fallen. Disney itself is still doing good, but it is crazy to see how much Nickelodeon has surpassed Disney Channel just in the past 4 to 5 years. Maybe in the future, Disney will revive their old shows like Liv and Maddie or even Good Luck Charlie, but I'm not too excited because I fear that they will make them childish just to pander to a new generation. Let me know in the comments if you also think it's crazy to see Disney get left so far behind. Or maybe you knew Nickelodeon was always superior and was going to win at the end of the day.